Yeah, I gave a fake name to a teacher trying to rock me up, and I got caught in the worst way, man. All right, Smooth, check him out. On this day, I got 3 referrals in 2 minutes. I'm not even playing. I got 3 referrals in 2 minutes, and she was about to be my fourth one, so I had to lie. I give her my fake name. And check him out. At this time, I was still at Heritage, and Heritage got a point system. That means if you reach a certain amount of points, you get expelled. And I had like 7 some more points to go to get expelled. Also Smooth, if you go to Heritage or know someone who goes to Heritage, you know how strict they are with uniforms. So I was getting mad points just because I ain't have my shirt tucked in, I had my ID or my belt. Also Smooth, I ain't have no lanyard at the time, and I was not clipping that big old ID to my collar. So it was either in my pocket or on my pants, bro. So my first referral, he written me up because I ain't have my ID on my collar, bro. So I'm overly tweaking. I'm like, bro, you can't let me go. My ID in my pocket. He say, nah. Man, so when dude write me up, he asks for my ID. I give him my ID. Right when he does that, I put it back in my pocket. I take 2 steps down. The next door, the lady says, yo, where's your ID? I'm like, yo, it's in my pocket. He just written me up. She said, I don't care. She takes my ID and writes me up. So now I got 2 referrals in 30 seconds. Hey, so at that point, I'm overly hot, but I was 38. And if you knew me back then, you know I had bad anger issues. Like, she just written me up after I just got written up 20 seconds ago. And like, come on, each referral counts as points. And I already told you I had mad points, so I was overly stressed. So she told me that she not budging, she writes me up. I throw the ID on, man, on my collar. And when I'm doing that, I start throwing a tantrum. I'm cursing, I'm throwing my shirt, man, I'm kicking my feet. Right when I do that, my shirt come untucked. Hey, and check him out. I already told you, Heritage is mad strict, so you have to have your shirt tucked in. So while I'm throwing the tantrum, man, I'm cursing, I'm throwing my shirt, man, I'm pissed off. I turn the corner, and my shirt is untucked. Man, this other teacher comes out and writes me up for not having my shirt tucked. So at this point, I'm overly pissed. So at this point, I don't care, man. Take my ID and write me up. I don't care. Call the deans. I'm pissed. Hey, and check him out. My whole time out here it is, I was always in trouble. Like, I was always in the dean's office. I was always in the office for some bullshit. So at this point, I'm thinking I'm getting targeted, bro. So I'm like, bro, they just keep writing me up. I'm just laughing at this point. This can't be real. And you know, man, so right when I got my third referral, I was over it. Right when I got written up, I take off my ID, I untuck my shirt, and walk away from the teacher. I go into the building. Next teacher want to come out, and this is this lady. She goes, oh, no shirt tucked in and no ID? I have to write you up. Sorry, it's protocol. I say, yo, I don't have my ID, so I'm going to give you my name, Christopher Wallace. If you know, you know, Smooth. Hey, and check him out. This last teacher, she was actually nice, but I just had so much anger built up that I was just taking that all out on her. Like, she was trying to work with me and help me, bro, and I was just, you feel me, I was not budging. Like, she was like, you can go get a temporary ID, and a temporary ID, you got to pay for it, and I was not trying to pay. So I was like, bro, I'm not getting no temporary ID. I just got 3 referrals, and you finna write me up? And she's like, bro, I have to. I was like, bro, all right, my name Chris, write me down. She start writing down the name, and I'm giving her straight attitude, and she remembering my face. She say, okay, Chris, you gonna act like that? I'm like, yeah, bro, and I'm tweaking. Also Smooth, I'm mad for the whole rest of the day, and the only thing that can get this anger out is some kapi api. So you know, after school, I hit that eater, and she got the clappy ma. And you know, man, after school, I had hit the eater, meet me at the stairway. We go to the stairway. I was mad this day, so it was taking me a little too long to get him off. So I'm taking too long. I happened to miss the bus, bruh. Hey, so check him out. I had missed the bus, so at this point, I'm tweaking. So now I got to go to the deans, bro. I go to the deans. I'm like, yo, I missed the bus, bro. Is there any other way? Where's the late bus? Is there any other way I can get home? Bro, my old boy was not coming to grab me, bro. So I was like, yo, I'm stranded. So the deans get to calling around, see if any teacher's still on campus that's heading down south where I was supposed to be at. So the one teacher that answered happened to be the teacher I was spazzing on and lied to about my name. They ended up saying, yo, can you take this person down south? Blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, who is it? They say my name. And she's go, okay, I'm going to come to the office. She came to the office, and when they said my name and she said, Chris, I'm like, ooh. Man, when the lady said Christopher Wallace, bro, my heart fell to my boongie, bro. She looked at the dean. Dean looked at me. He was like, no, this not Chris, bro. She just looked at me with the sternest face, and she was like, okay, I can take him. Bro, it was the quietest, the longest car ride ever, bro. Smooth. Hey, no flaws. I was actually in the car with this teacher for like 20-some minutes, and she didn't say a word, bro. She was so disappointed in me, bro. When she dropped me off, oh my God, bro. But Smooth.